Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing well. This is Khanak and today we will learn about heat. So in our previous videos we learned about acids, bases and salts. Today we are back with a new topic, heat. So first of all let us discuss what is heat in detail. So, in winters you feel warm and in summers you feel cold, right? And even when you wear woolen clothes in winter, it makes you feel warm, and when you wear light colored clothes in summer, it makes you feel cool. It gives you a feel of coolness. So, how do you know that when we feel hot, when we feel cold, or whether an object is hot or cold? How do we answer to this question? So, we see that some objects are hot while some are cold. You also know that some objects are hotter than some objects are very cold. So, we often identify it by touching the objects. But is our sense of touch always reliable? First of all, here you can see that an object is cold and object is hot. But how, I'm asking you the same question again and again, because I want an answer. So find out the answer. So thermometer and temperature. So in the activity which I am going to tell you now, you can use this simple activity in which you only need 2 to 3 requirements and you can do it, and then we can conclude what is our answer. So first of all, take 3 small tubs or containers, label them as A, B, C. Put cold water in mug A and hot water in mug B and mix the cold and hot water in mug C, both. Okay, like a glucose water. And then put your left hand in mug A, right hand in mug B. So, and after that, for 2 to 3 minutes, you leave it and then simultaneously you put it in mug C. So one of my friends tried this activity and I am sharing her view to you all so that even you try it. She said me that my left hand tells me that water in mug C is hot and the right hand tells me the same water is cold. What should I conclude? So in both, she keeps both the hands together in mug C and one hand's telling hot, one hand's telling cold. So this is a confusion, right? So by this I conclude that we cannot always rely on our sense of touch. A reliable measure of the hotness or coldness of an object is its temperature only. Temperature is measured by a device called thermometer. So we can always not rely on a sense of touch, and the proper measurement of the object, the proper measurement of a hotness or coldness of an object is its temperature, which is measured by a device, thermometer. Temperature is measure of a degree of hotness or coldness. The temperature of something tells us how hot or cold something is. And here I have inserted a picture. I hope you can see. So here we have a uniform glass tube, then we have this scale, and here is the king. So more about thermometer. There are two types of thermometer, which is the laboratory and clinical thermometer. The thermometer has scale marked on it, which is used to read the temperature, and the laboratory thermometer tube length is marked between 0 degree and 100 degree, and each division is called a degree generally in thermometers, and the temperature of an object should always be measured by Celsius scale. Now, what is laboratory thermometer? It is a device which is used in the measurement of temperature in laboratories, and the laboratory thermometer has general range from -10 degrees Celsius to -110 degrees Celsius, and it is used to measure the temperature in school or in laboratories for scientific purpose, as they measure the temperature to a range higher than clinical thermometers. And the silver color, here you can see I've inserted a picture, and the silver color at the bulb normally points out towards the presence of mercury, which expands with the rise in temperature. Then we have known what is laboratory thermometer. Now we will learn about clinical thermometers. The thermometers that are measured in our body for our body temperature is called a clinical thermometer. It consists of a linked glass tube, a long like structure. It has bulb at the end. Outside the bulb, a small shrinking thread of mercury can be seen. Even it has kinks which prevents mercury level from falling. And here you can see the diagram. Here is the kink, then the bulb where mercury is present, and the glass tube. Now about the preventions to be taken while using a clinical and laboratory thermometers. So thermometers and clinical thermometers should be washed before and after use with an antiseptic solution. Their mercury level should always be before 350 degrees Celsius, and then don't hold the thermometer with the bulb while you read it. And in laboratory thermometers, it should be kept upright, not tilted, and it should be surrounded by all sides with the substance by which thermometer is to be measured, and the bulb should not touch the surface of the container. So I hope you enjoy and you understood what is heat, and you understood about types of thermometers, preventions to be taken, what is temperature. Okay, now in next part, in part 2, we will learn about transfer of heat. I'm telling it now only because then you can watch it. Okay. So in part 2, we will learn about conduction, convection, radiation, and kinds of clothes we wear in summer and winter. We will even learn about land breeze and sea breeze. So hope you watch our part 2 also, and the part 2 will be released by Saturday, which is I'll tell you. So our part 2 will be released by 8th of August, this month only. Within 2 days it will be released. Please watch it, and I hope you understood. Thank you. Goodbye.